What's up, bro? Welcome to the video day game structure. So this is a very, very important video. When you're going out and meeting girls during the day, you need to have some type of structure so you know what you're doing. Okay? If you've ever had questions of what do I do? Where do I take this interaction? What do I do right now? Where do I go from here? What should I be doing? What shouldn't I be doing? This is the video for you. Okay? When you're meeting girls during the day, you need to abide by this structure. This structure is going to make sure that you know exactly what you're doing. Okay, you optimize your game so you can actually get good reactions and good results. And if you do this correctly, the girls are going to feel great while you're speaking to them and while you're interacting with them. So let's crack into it. We've got the 11-step structure. So just to go through it very quickly: open, root and FTC, transition, tease, elicit investment, DHV and hooks. Number 7 is qualification, intent, instant date, connection, deep qualification, and close. Okay, this is the general structure that you want to go through. Now, in the next video, you're going to see a more advanced way of looking at this, but it takes the same simple structure in mind. Okay, so in the beginning, we've got open. Now, you've watched the opening video, so I'm not going to break down too much of opening. And again, if you haven't checked any of these videos out, everything is going to be a lot deeper in the program. Okay, if you want to know way more about opening, check out the opening video. Way more about routing, there's a routing video. FTC, there's a comfort video. There's a transition video. Okay, there's all these videos: attraction videos, investment videos, DHV videos, hooks, qualification, intent, okay, instant date, connection. Okay, all of these videos, how to close properly. I'm just going to give you the overall structure. I'm not going to go super deep into each thing, because that's whatever you're having issues with, you can go into the program and go deeper in these individual principles. Okay, so opening. Once you watch the opening video, you'll start to understand that you can either go direct or indirect. In day game, you can choose both. You'll go direct. I'm just going to briefly summarize what I said in the opening video. You can go direct when the window is smaller. Maybe she's on the way to a meeting, she's busy, she's in a rush. Okay, you only have a certain amount of time, maybe 10 seconds to go and speak to her. You have to go and show your intent very quickly so she knows what you're doing. Okay, so that's more direct. Or you can be more indirect. You can use an opinion open, and you can use something more proactive, commenting on something that she's doing, saying, or thinking. Okay, maybe she's looking at a piece of clothing in the shop and you just make a comment. You should definitely get that, but maybe not in red, maybe you should get it in pink. Pink would suit you. Okay, whatever it is, you're making a comment. Now again, if you're lost at any of these principles as I go forward, okay, because I'm not going to keep reminding you, just go deeper into the program by looking at the specific videos and going deeper into all the principles to do with these sections. So once you open the girl, let's just start with direct. Hey there. I was just walking past and I saw you standing there. I had to come say that you're really cute, or I had to come say hi. That's a direct opener. Okay, if you want a direct structure, obviously in the opening video. Then I need to root an FTC, because she's thinking, what does he want from me? Okay, what does he want from me? Okay, so I'm basically going to, what is rooting? It's basically telling her, why am I there? Why am I speaking to her? What am I doing here? Where was I before? I'm just reminding her of these things. So this is really random. Okay, I was literally across the street and I saw you. Okay, this is really crazy, but I just had to come say hi. I have to get going in a second. FTC, false time constraints. It creates comfort. Routing creates comfort. Okay, again, I'm emphasizing these things. This is really random. I'm even laughing while I'm doing it. This is pretty crazy. This is really random, but I don't know. It just happened. Like, the mindset is, I can't believe what I'm doing. This is really crazy. If you're making it seem like she is the 10th girl that you spoke to, you're destroying comfort. She doesn't want to be one of 10. Okay? You need to make, and you should make every girl feel special. Okay? So you need to create that comfort. So again, hey there, just saw you, was walking past, I wanted to come say hi. This is really random. Okay? It's really crazy. But I just had to come over and say hi. I really have to get going in a second. Okay, I literally just saw you. I was actually about to cross the street and you made me come over and say hi. I'm just re-emphasizing what was going on before the open. Okay? I'm not a creepy guy that's been following her. I'm not someone that's been chasing her. This is spontaneous. This is in the moment. I was doing something before I met her, and I'm going to be doing something after I meet her. Okay, that's with the false time constraint, and that's with rooting and false time constraints. And then you create that comfort. And again, with the delivery, it's also very important. And I've got a video also on rooting delivery. Okay, and you always add the false time constraint really, really quick. I have to get going soon. I'm on the way to do this. I have to do that. Okay, false time constraint. Then comes the transition. Okay, so let's imagine so far. It's just like, hey there, maybe you want to go direct, or even let's start with indirect. You've got a really, whatever, you should pick that shirt, but maybe you should get it in red. And then she's saying, and then she says, oh, thank you, or oh, that's interesting. And then I need to root an FTC. Yeah, look, I was literally just shopping for something for my friend. This is pretty crazy that we're in a conversation already. I have to get going in a second, but now we get to transition. What is the transition? The transition now is going into a conversation. So the transition now, you can transition based, and in day game, it's very specific. I do have a video on transitioning, but in day game, it's a little bit more nuanced. So here, it's basically, I'm going to transition off something she said, off her behavior, off her voice tonality, off something that I observe, something like that I'm going to transition with. So the transition could be, oh, no way, you've got an accent. Where are you actually from? Oh, no way, you sound super, super friendly. You must be a teacher. Okay, even though it doesn't really interlink. Oh, no way, you've, whatever. So I used accents, I used friendliness. Oh, no way, you've got really creative fashion. You must be a, whatever, a artist. Okay. The transition is basically commenting on something that's happening, and then you can use another line to basically give the root to that. What do I mean by root to that? By explaining why you're saying that. No way, you've got an accent. You must be from this place. No way, you've got an accent. Where are you from? No way, you've got very creative clothes. You must be an artist. Or no way, you've got really creative jewelry. Are you a fashion designer? Okay, something along those lines. Now, let's go back to this, because these three parts, phase 1, 2, and 3, okay, this is what is going to start the conversation. And this is actually really, really hard to get down, okay? It's literally just so far 30 seconds or maybe a minute, but it's really difficult to really get it down. Okay, so let's start again. Hey there, I saw you. I thought you were cute. I was just walking past. Had to come say hi. I know this is really random. Okay, this is really crazy. I'm just repeating the open. I just saw you and I just had to come say hi because I'm on the way to a meeting and I really have to get going in a minute. Okay? And then she's like, oh, thank you. Whatever, thanks so much, or whatever she says. Oh, thanks for the compliment. No way. You've got an accent. Where are you from? Now, what am I doing from point 2 to point 3? What's going on? The spontaneousness is coming out. The surprise, the shock. Okay? So it's not, oh, yeah, I was just walking past and you're really cute and I'm on the way to have a smoothie and I just wanted to say hi. Oh my God, you've got an accent. Where you're from? No, that's not how it's done. Because if you do it like that, she doesn't feel like she did anything to keep you interested. She's always thinking, why is this guy speaking to me? Why did he come up and speak to me? Oh, because he wanted to give me a compliment. I understand why he spoke to me. I understand, I get it. I know why he approached me. But now, why is he still speaking to me? He just complimented me. What does he want? Why is he still speaking to me after 3 seconds? And this is where the spontaneousness and the surprise and the shock of the transition needs to come in. Okay, where she thinks, oh wow, I understand why he's still speaking to me. He's really interested in my accent, where I'm from, what I do. I caught his eye, I caught his attention. So, let's start again. Hey there, I was just walking past, I saw you standing there, I thought you were really cute. I know this is super random. I'm literally on the way to meet a friend, but I just had to come over and say hi. Okay, and then she's like, oh, thank you. I'm about to walk off. Okay, this is called a body rock. I'm about to leave. I'm showing signs that I'm leaving with my body language. I'm about to leave. And then, no way. You've got an accent. Where are you from? You must be Swedish. Okay, now she says, oh no, I'm actually not. I'm from Germany. Now we get into point 4. Now point 4 is the tease. Now you tease off something that she said. If this is the first step, the first option, you tease off something she said. She said, no way, I'm from Germany. Now maybe you have something creative to say. Otherwise, you can just come up with something more generic. Oh my God, German girls are such trouble. And now whatever she says. Swedish girls are such trouble. Okay, American girls, oh, they're so much trouble. Okay, now sometimes you'll get the girls saying, why are we trouble, whatever, and then you can go off that. You can riff off that and you can have another response. Okay, no, they're just very feisty and very adventurous at the same time. You seem like that type of girl. Okay, now you can have something else. You can say something else that's funny when she says, no, I'm actually from whatever. I'm actually from Germany. If you don't have something off the top of your head that you've kind of planned out, that's going to give her a good emotional response. You can always use something in the Traction series videos, you'll be able to watch those, which is basically a neg, a tease, okay, a push-pull, a cold read. Okay, maybe I'm not teasing off something that she actually said, like she said she's from Germany. Maybe I'll just change the conversational thread and say, you know what? You actually look 23. And then I'll get an emotional reaction. Okay, it's generally better to always tease off what she gives you because then it makes more sense. But if you have nothing, just throw a random neg, throw a random cold read. The goal here is to get an emotional reaction. Okay, so the goal here is to get an emotional reaction. When you get an emotional reaction, and we'll go into step 5, once you get that emotional reaction, we can do a lot with it. But you need to get that emotional reaction. So you know what's coming off the transition. You should be able to know what tease to aim for. But often you can just be, eventually when you get better, you can be more creative, or you can just come up with teasers that you've planned before, all of these types of things, okay? So let's start again. Hey there, I saw you. I was just standing over there. I thought you were really, really cute. I had to come say hi. This is really crazy. Like, I can't believe I'm actually here speaking to you, but I'm literally about to go meet a friend. Just wanted to come over and say hi. She's like, oh, and now I'm about to leave. Oh, body rock. Okay, let's put there BR, body rock. Body rock is showing with your body that to emphasize, yes, I just came to give you a compliment. I'm about to leave. And then she's like, oh, thank you. No way. You've got an accent. Where are you from? She's like, Germany. No, you seem more Italian. Okay, that could be the tease. Okay, through a cold read. No, you seem more Croatian. You've got a Croatian face. Emotional reaction. Or I say something else. Okay, or, oh my God, whatever, it's Swedish girls, whatever she said, Swedish girls are such trouble. You know what they say about Swedish girls or anything. You know, we'd never get along because you're Swedish. Swedish girls are such trouble. Okay, emotional reaction. What do I mean by emotional reaction? Laughter. Positive reaction, positive emotional response. When you get a positive emotional response, now you get to step 5. Okay, now we try and elicit that investment. And again, with each of these, you can go deeper in the program. Now, eliciting investment, now I can ask questions. Let's start with verbal investment. I'm not going to go through the other investments at this point. It's in the program, but we'll start with verbal investment. So, you cannot go for verbal investment before you get an emotional reaction. Why? People react to things that have value. Okay? So, people will invest in things that have value. If a homeless person comes up to you and says to you, whatever your name is, Gabriel, I just want to know, quickly, tell me about your life. Tell me about your achievements. Okay, you're not going to answer that homeless person, and there's no disrespect on every single person is a human, no disrespect to that person. You're just not going to answer him. Why? Because he doesn't have value. He has intrinsic value as a human being. Everyone has the same amounts of intrinsic value. We're all human beings. but he doesn't have value for you, okay, to take your life forward. But imagine if someone that you respect, Elon Musk, okay, whoever it is, Bill Gates, they come up to you and they say, Gabriel, tell me about your achievements. Okay, you will invest because they have value. One way of getting value is by getting emotional reactions. Then people only react to things that have value. If she reacts, you have value. Once you have value, you can get away with that investment. So now what is eliciting investment? Eliciting investment is now asking a question so she can invest more. So I'll explain to this as we go back to the start. Hey there, I saw you. I was just standing there. I saw you. I thought you were really cute. Had to come over and say hi. This is really, really random. I mean, it's pretty crazy actually, but I was literally just walking past. I just had to come over. Okay. I have to get going in a second though. I really have to get going, but I just wanted to say that you're really cute. Okay. Body rock. She says, oh, thank you. No way. You've got an accent or whatever. Oh my God, I just noticed you've got a very creative look. Okay, you look like an artist. She's like, haha, no, I'm a painter. Or haha, no, that's funny. Okay, emotional reaction. I need to first tease. Like, oh, you would be like the most troublesome artist ever. Or you would be such a troublemaker if you were an artist. Or you know what, you actually have an artistic face. But at the same time, you have a little bit of a teacher type vibe to you. Okay, I'm using cold reads to create more of an emotional reaction. Okay, she laughs. Haha, that's funny. Okay, now, what do you actually do? What do you actually do? And this, at this point, is when you hold a vacuum. Okay, what is a vacuum? A vacuum is basically you pausing and you expecting the answer. So instead of, what do you actually do? Oh, just do you do this? Do you do that? Do you enjoy your job? Oh, do you enjoy it? Do you like it? No, it's just, what do you actually do? Okay, I'm expecting the answer. I'm waiting for the answer. It's like, yes, I asked you a question and I expect you to answer me. I'm not going to break this vacuum. I'm not going to make it easier. I expect an answer. I want to get to know you. Okay, so now what do you actually do? And she says, oh, I'm actually a lawyer. Okay, now we get to step 6. Okay, so step 4 and 5 is now taking the conversation. Like now we've 1, 2, and 3. We've started the conversation. We've made her understand where we came from. We've rooted it very well. Now we're kind of getting into the conversation at 4 and 5, and now 6 and 7 we're really into this conversation. Okay, we're really into this interaction. So she said, what do you actually do? Oh, I'm actually a lawyer. Now we get into DHV and hooks. So with DHV and hooks, there's a lot to this. There's conversational skills. Okay, there's biographics. There's a lot to it, and all of this is discussed in the program. So when she says she's a lawyer, the first thing I want to use some conversational skills. Statement, question. Okay, instead of just question, like, oh, do you enjoy it? Or, oh, tell me more. Statement, question. And within your statements, you need to be DHVing. You need to be showing value. Okay, you need to be dropping hooks if possible. Okay, all of this is discussed in the program. So, eliciting investment, and she says she is actually a lawyer. Okay, now statement. And I explain exactly how to go about statements and questions. But statements, what comes to your mind? Like, oh, it could be any statement. That's pretty crazy. Like, it's very different to what I do. By the way, like, tell me a little bit more. How did you decide to get into being a lawyer? Because you seem more of an accountant. Okay, now I left a hook there. I left an open loop, okay, which you can say is a hook, okay? Because I said it's very different to what I do. So what she can say, hopefully she bites onto the hook. What do you do, Gabriel? Okay, she doesn't know my name, but maybe. What do you do? Maybe she doesn't bite onto it, okay? But at least I've left that hook. I haven't DHV'd much at all, but I left a hook, okay? And she didn't bite onto it. So she answered my question. I asked her, like, how did you get into it? She says, oh, just I just really enjoy the law. I find it pretty fascinating. Okay, now what comes to my mind in my head? Statement, question, what comes to my mind? I would say this is for my life personally. You know what? Way back when, I actually studied law. Okay, it's pretty funny because I can barely remember anything. But I wasn't so passionate about that. Okay, I was more passionate about really just changing people's lives. Okay, on a big scale. And I really wanted to commit my life to something like that. So, and maybe at this point, I'm not doing a follow-up question. I'm just holding a vacuum. Is she going to catch on? Is she going to catch on to my DHVs? Okay, is she going to ask me any questions about it? Well, let's see. Maybe she says to me, oh, so what do you do? Okay, tell me a little bit about that. And now maybe I'll say, okay, and now this is biographics. Well, it's pretty interesting. So I pretty much travel around the world teaching guys and helping guys become more confident in their dating lives, become more confident overall. And I do programs around the world. I just came from Bali. I'm in South Africa at the moment. I'm going to Europe in a few months. So it's really fulfilling. Okay, left lots of DHVs. Okay, travel is a DHV because people that are more wealthy travel. People that are wealthy have status. Status is a big DHV quality. Okay, so I left all of those things, and now we're getting into a conversation. Maybe now I ask her, oh, so tell me more about what are you passionate about? What do you do for fun? Okay, I can change the question. What do you do for fun? What else do you do? Okay, or I can just go deeper down that topic. Tell me more about law. Whatever question I want to ask, she's now going to invest. And we go back and forth between 5 and 6. Okay, getting some investment, DHVing, and then allowing her to invest more and more and more. And then eventually we get into point 7, which is qualification. At some point, I need to reward what she's saying and show her that I really approve, that I like that she's starting to win me over. Okay? So at some point, I'm going to say, you know what? It's like she told me maybe what she does for fun and all of that. You know what? It's really cool how adventurous you are. It's actually awesome. It's really, really cool because most girls, they don't really they don't live life with that mentality. Most people in general, they don't live life with that adventurous mentality. For me, it's so important for a girl to be adventurous. Okay, and I really like that about you. The reason it's important is because adventure is a huge part of my life, and whenever I'm especially when I'm with a girl, I always want to do new, crazy, exciting things. Does that make sense? Yeah, it's really cool. It's really attractive to me that you're adventurous. I like that. Okay, we got on to point 7. Okay, now I'm rewarding her for some of the things that she's been saying. And again, just watch the qualification video and you'll understand. Now we get into point 8. Okay, you need to be showing intent. So after qualification, now I'm starting to say, at some point, because again, this can be back and forth conversation, talking about why it's important to you. She starts talking, you start talking. Could be back and forth for a little bit. And then, you know what? You're not just interesting and adventurous. I actually think you're really, really cute. Okay? I think you're really cute. You're starting off at level 1 of the verbal escalation ladder. You'll see this in the escalation video. Okay? You're actually really cute. And I'm not making a joke about it. I'm being very genuine in how I say it. And maybe she responds, and then at some point, I now need to think about going for the instant date. What is an instant date? It's going for a coffee. It's going to sit down somewhere, have a date with her right now instead of planning the date in the future. It's right now in the instant moment. Okay? So I needed to ask her a few things. So what are you up to right this second? And she says to me, and you can ask that in a different way. What are you up to right this second? What are you up to at this very second? What are you up to besides just flirting with cute guys? What were you doing before you met me? What are you up to right now? Okay, however you want to ask it. And she says, I'm just kind of shopping. If she answers in a vague way like that, like she's not, if she answers, oh, I'm on the way to a meeting in 7 minutes, instant date is off. But if she says, oh, I'm just kind of shopping, instant date is on. It's possible now. So now what you say is, okay, I actually have a plan. How about, well, firstly, I have to ask you a very serious question. Do you like smoothies or coffee? And she says smoothies. Okay, good. Okay, because I'm not in the coffee mood, so that wouldn't have worked. But how about we go to that place over there? Let's just go for a quick smoothie. This is really random. I actually just planned on giving you a compliment and leaving, but I'm actually interested in you. I want to get to know you a little bit more. Let's go for a 2-minute drink. I only have 2 minutes because I have to really get going. But let's go for a quick drink right over there. Okay? And then you start walking. When you start walking, you start talking. You don't keep silence when you walk towards the instant date. Why don't you do this? Because then she gets very logical and she becomes uncomfortable and she starts to think, hold on, what the hell is going on? You want to always keep the girl comfortable, so you always talk to her while you're going for the instant date, while you're walking. And you can bring back conversation to anything you spoke about. So you told me that you like horse riding. And just start talking about that. So you told me that you do this. How did you get into it? Whatever it is. Okay? It's a combination. It's not just you talking, it's also her talking when you're going towards the instant date. Okay? So very, very important. You go for that instant date. Now, there's a separate video again in this program that's going to cover way deeper on how to go about doing this. But you go for the instant date. And then at the instant date location, now you're going to step 10, which is deeper connection and deeper qualification. You find out way more about her. You share your identity. You get to know her identity. You're sharing so much about you. You're rewarding so much about her. You're going deep into the timelines, into all the connection techniques. Finding out about her finding out about you. Okay, the deep parts of who you are. You have to watch the connection video. Okay, and you have to watch the qualification video and the identity video. And then you'll understand this a lot deeper. But you just want to go deeper into explaining who you are, who she is, okay, and just having those conversations. Once you've done that, now you go for the close. Okay, what do I mean the close? You either go for the number close. You basically ask her for her number, and again, there's a number closing video in Surgical Method. You ask her for the number in the right way, and you plan to see her on the next date. Okay, very important. This is not just, oh, okay, it's a cool conversation and I'll never see you again. No, this is, let's meet up at a future time. What is your schedule? Let's go grab a drink some other time. Okay, or you can try the same thing. If she's doing nothing, let's bounce to another location. If she's kind of doing nothing, let's go for a drink somewhere else. This is pretty random. This is pretty cool. You seem pretty interesting. Let's go for another drink somewhere else. That somewhere else can be your house, can be her house, it can be another location. Okay, whatever it is. Maybe it's not a drink, maybe it's, oh, let's go actually watch a movie now. Maybe you were talking about that. Oh, let's actually go for a drink on my balcony. Quick glass of wine. Do you like wine or tequila? Okay, she says she likes wine. Okay, my place is literally 2 minutes away, but promise that you're not going to kidnap me or anything like that. Okay, watch the pulling video and you'll understand exactly what I just said there. Now, if you don't get the instant date, what do? You just skip step 9, and when you're standing, wherever you're talking to her, you just go into 10 and then 11. Okay, you go into deep connection and deep qualification when you're speaking to her, as much as you can. Some interactions you only have 5 minutes, other interactions you have 30 minutes. Stay in, do as much as you can. If she has to go, and if she really has to leave, maybe you're going to have to, from point 6, you have to go straight to point 11. Okay, but then it's not going to be as solid of a number and you're not going to have as much chances of seeing her again. This is what a good interaction looks like. Okay, it doesn't mean that every single one of your interactions is going to look like this, but this needs to be the aim. Okay, this needs to be the goal, to go through all 11 steps. Okay, you need to be doing this. So now, let me take you through this entire thing. Hey there, so I was literally just standing there. I saw you walking, and I had to come say hi. This is really crazy because, like, I just had to come over. It's pretty crazy. I had to come say hi. I literally have to get going in a second, but I know this is pretty random. just wanted to come over. Anyway, and then you start body rocking. She says, oh, thank you so much. No way, you've got an accent. You sound Swedish. No, I'm actually German. Oh my God, you've got such a Swedish face though. Maybe you've got a little bit of a German nose. It's very cute. Okay. Haha, that's so funny. Okay. No, so tell me, what do you actually do? Okay. I'm an accountant. Okay. Now, statement question. That's pretty interesting. It's pretty cool. I've got a lot of friends that are actually accountants, like actually all over the world. One of my best friends in South Africa, he's an accountant, and I've got a really good friend that I met in Bali. He started his own accounting kind of firm. So what made you get into it? Okay, I left some DHVs there, told her that I travel a lot, that I've got lots of friends. What made you get into it? Is she going to catch on to my hooks? Is she going to ask me about Bali? No, she's not. I just really enjoy it. I just enjoy it. I don't really know. Okay, that's not a great answer, but I'll deal with it. Okay, so, okay, interesting. So, no, it's cool to do what you like. I mean, I'm glad that you enjoy it. It's very, very different to what I do. Like, it's just on the other end of the spectrum. Okay, holding a vacuum. Is she going to ask me? Yes, she is. What do you do? Oh, well, I basically travel around the world teaching guys how to become happier and more successful in their dating life and more confident overall. Okay, it's yeah, it's really cool. I actually just got back from Poland recently. Pretty crazy place. Okay, I left lots of DHVs. Now we might get into a conversation. She asks me about them. Oh, tell me about this, tell me about that. I start asking her about more things. Oh, have you been to this place? Have you been to that place? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so what else do you do for fun when you're not working? Oh, that's interesting. This is what I do a little bit for fun. Oh, that's interesting. Eventually, get into qualification. You know what? I really like what you said there. I really like that you do X, Y, and Z. It's really, really cool. Okay, it's actually attractive, to be honest, because I really like that in a girl. Okay, I just have to tell you that. I really like that in a girl. Most girls don't do that. And what you just said there, I really appreciate. Okay, whatever you want to qualify on. And she says, oh, thank you. And then maybe we talk about that for a little bit. You know what? You're not just interesting. I want to tell you something. No, listen. You're not just interesting. I also think you're really cute. Okay, I'm not joking. There's no playfulness in my tonality. Okay, just to show you. You're actually really cute. So I have a plan, but I firstly want to ask you something. Do you like smoothies or juices? She says juices. Okay, good, because that's what I'm in the mood for. If you said juices, this would never work. Okay, I'm not a big juice fan anymore. Okay, but smoothies, epic, awesome. So how about we go right over there? See that place there? Right there. Let's go right over there and let's have a quick smoothie. I mean, this is pretty random. This is pretty crazy. Very important to root at this place at this specific time because you're going for a big move. Okay, this is pretty crazy. This is pretty random, but you seem pretty interesting and you're pretty cute. Let's just go for a quick drink. I can only be 2 minutes though. Okay, then I keep talking to her while I lead. Come, let's go. Maybe I get some objections. Maybe she says, I don't know, I only have 10 minutes. Oh, that's cool. We'll only be 2 minutes. Come, let's go. Maybe I handle her objections. Maybe she has another objection. But I just need to go shopping. Oh no, don't worry about it. Let's go. You can shop afterwards. Let's just get a quick drink. I'm not begging her. I'm not desperate. I'm just leading. Come, let's go. Let's get a quick drink. And she's like, okay. Then I keep talking to her while we're moving. While we're moving, I always talk and I always get her talking. So tell me about you said you were into horse riding. You said you did yoga. Like, that was pretty cool. Tell me about what yoga you do while we're walking. Okay. Then we get to the place. We get a drink, we keep talking, we go deeper into connection, deeper into deep qualification. She shares more about her life, I share more about my life. This is all in the program. And then eventually go for the close, number close, or go for the bounce to another location or the pull straight home. Okay. Now, what's important is you don't leave the interaction straight after you number close. Do not do that. Okay, what does this show the girl? This shows the girl that all you care about is getting the number. You got the prize, and now it's time to leave. You got the prize, and now it's time to leave. Generally, after you get the number, go back into a little bit of connection, deep qualification. You go back from 11 to 10, and then you leave. Like again, this is ideally. Now, if you have to, at some points, this is fine. You get the number and you leave. But you don't ever want to make it that the number is the prize. Remember, you're not there to get the number. You're there to get the girl. The number is just a means to hopefully get the girl. Okay? Most guys get the number and run away. No, you're not there to get the number. So this overall is an 11-step structure. This is how your day game should look. Okay? If you do this correctly, and again, every single thing we can go so much deeper into because every single thing is in the program. There's a 2 hours in qualification, 2 hours or so in connection. Okay, there's probably 2 hours or so in DHVing. Okay, there's like 3 hours on attraction. So everything needs more understanding. Okay, you need to understand all the deeper principles at play. But this is a overall structure, and whenever you're in the program, always come back to looking at this structure to really understand how to do your day game. Okay, very, very important. Now, in the next video, I'm basically just going to take the structure, just tell you a little bit more advanced nuances and ways of thinking about this same structure.